All right, you're watching Rise News, and we are live in Oka as pictures of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, disembarking from a plane. And as it stands right now, he's in Oka to actually inaugurate some projects.
Yeah, indeed. I think we've seen quite a number of commissioning of projects this year, especially being a very important one. It's a very important year in Anambra State, of course, November 2025. That's when the elections are taking place in the state. So I'm pretty sure all this is, to keep him in the goodwill of the people. But it's nice to see that he's not commissioning this himself, that it's actually being carried out by the president, showing a great sign of support, in spite of the fact that they're not even from the same party.
Yes. And as you can actually see, the Governor Soludo, Chukwuma Soludo there, amongst several dignitaries there at the airstrip to welcome the president to the state for this very auspicious occasion. And of course, the visit marks a major moment for the Southeast as both state and federal governments come together to showcase progress and partnership. All right, our correspondents are on ground to bring us live updates, key highlights, and reactions as the day unfolds.
Guard of honor, mounted by Nigerian Army and Nigerian Navy. My officer, my 6 orders of praise, ready for order. May I have a bonjour? Stand at ease, Your Excellency.
Carry on your address.
All right, you've been watching live pictures from an airstrip in Oka, Anambra State, where the governor of the state, Governor Chukwuma Soludo, has just welcomed the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to the state for a walking visit. And he's in company of several governors. Governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, he received a guard salute just a moment ago, and he's heading to commission other projects in the states. And let's cross live to Oka in Anambra State, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is on an official visit to commission a number of legacy projects completed by the Soludo administration. Let's tune in.
Stop the administrative rascality. And today we are going on a forward trajectory for what you have done for us. We are grateful that you are here today in person. Thank you and God bless you, Mr. President. Okay. In the Anambra, it is a great honor for me to be here. Thank you, BC, for that wonderful remark. Yes, we must invest in education as the greatest weapon against poverty. We are doing so, believing we have leaders like Emeka Yoku. And today is a great honor for me. Here is a man who helped tremendously to bring about constitutional democracy, freedom, and stability to the country. His patriotism is boundless. His commitment to value and nation cannot be measured. I'm glad that he's alive, and I am glad, my friend, the governor, Charles Soludo, and his team, and many of you are here to honor him, immortalize him, and let him remain a fulcrum of learning, intellectual development, diplomacy, and success for the nation. Thank you very much. To the glory of God Almighty and the prosperity of our people, knowledge and success of our nation, I declare. Okay. This Ayoko Institute for International Studies and Diplomacy Complex was commissioned this day of May 2025 by His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR, President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. God be the glory. Thank you. Thank you. Your Excellency, you are welcome to the world. I see what you put now. Welcome to unity, unity. Your Excellency, Your Excellency, Ashwaju Ahmed Tinubu, welcome to unity.
All right, we're at the second location of the inauguration exercise that has been going on in Anambra State. Legacy projects are being inaugurated, and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is in Anambra State, to be specific, Awka, the state capital, to inaugurate legacy projects. He inaugurated the newly completed government house and a special recreational park. And right now, he's also here inaugurating another major milestone and another project for the Soludo administration. Of course, present there are the governors of Ogun, Imo, and also not forgetting the DG of the NSA present there for this tape cutting.
When we open this, we're going to drive through these four major spots in a few minutes, just for you to get, as we're driving through. And we'll welcome the president at some time when you come back on a holiday here to come and join us. Thank you, Your Excellency. It's really a great pleasure to call on you to help us open up this, open it up for business.
See, your hand don't. Supposed to go that side. This road, this airport. You can stand here and you are told adjusting for you. Adjusting. You're struggling. Be careful with that. Okay, your cab. Hello? Yeah? Or can I squat?
Help us.
How can you do them? Justice. Justice.
Thank you very, very much. And to my friend, Charles Soludo,
That's your microphone is making noise.
the governor
Yeah, it's making noise.
that is so committed
visionary, and
EPS.
inclusive of people with democratic values and prosperity. I'm greatly honored to be here. And if a key line in our national anthem is about service, that is you, Professor Charles Soludo, the power of one man. To God be the glory and to the prosperity of God. I declare the
Robert, step back.
Let's now cross live to Awka, Anambra State, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is on an official visit to commission a number of legacy projects completed by Soludo's administration. The governor is now speaking. Let's hear what he has to say.
and that is Usher. Our dream Anambra having a proper seat of power. This mini city houses will be a place. I mean that history is today. That the man who the James brother is the man who has come to break the 34 years of age. You're welcome, Your Excellency, and we invite you to please do the commission.
You guys, come down now. You start here now. Where are you going to? Bring down your phone.
Carrying people along will support our memories of heroes. We have a critical line in our national anthem that we are ready to serve. If you are brave service, this is it. This is the hallmark of serving the people and being patriotic. Building the institution, carrying the people with you. To me, this is all about democracy, development, and prosperity. A complex, given opportunity for people to be able to think and perform is environmentally required. Well done, Professor Charles Soludo, reflecting the power of one man and a great kingdom. So the gospel glory to the good people of Anambra and those who will come after you. This is a future, a long-term thinking, providing that solution and handling the balance to the future.
I declare conflict of hope. Was commissioned by His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria. This day, May 8th, 2023, 25. To God be the glory.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is on a state visit to Anambra State, where he is expected to inaugurate a number of projects, including the first ever government house, marking a historic milestone more than 30 years after the state's creation. The president praised the governor for his giant developmental strides in Anambra State. Newsday returns in a moment. Stay with us.
Anambra on the rise. Soludo's 3 years journey of outstanding achievements and transformational leadership.
I, Charles Chukuma Soludo, do solemnly swear, do solemnly swear.
In March 2022, Professor Chukuma Charles Soludo, CFR, became the democratically elected governor of Anambra State. Upon taking his oath of office with his deputy, Dr. Onyekachukwu Ibezim, he pledged to initiate a transformative era characterized by economic growth, enhanced security, and significant infrastructural development. Today, we reflect on Governor Soludo's 3 years in office, a period defined as revolutionary with audacious reforms, innovative policies, and a steadfast commitment to the people of Anambra State. The governor came prepared for the job Ndi Anambra employed him for. When Soludo took office, there were enormous challenges he met on ground. The state was nearly insolvent, with inadequate infrastructure and escalating security concerns. With clear determination, he envisioned transforming Anambra into a livable, prosperous, smart mega city. A desirable place to live, learn, invest, work, relax, and enjoy. Guided by the 3 documents, including the People's Manifesto, the Anambra Vision 2070, and the Transition Committee Report document, as well as the philosophy of one state, one people, one agenda, he envisions for Anambra to become a hub of sustainable prosperity in Africa, where individuals who choose to live outside of Anambra will do that by choice and not under duress or due to lack of opportunities. Because of the potential and strategic location of Anambra State, Governor Soludo envisioned a state like Dubai, positioned as a commercial, logistics, and entertainment tourism destination and Africa's tech and industrial hub like Silicon Valley. By optimally mining its human capital, which is Anambra's most important resource, like Taiwan, Anambra is about the size of Dubai in landmass and has very little natural resources like Taiwan, but with a highly enterprising population. To realize his vision for the state, Soludo's administration launched 5 key solution pillars: security, law and order, infrastructure and economic transformation, human capital and social development, governance and new value system, and environment, clean and green environment. Notably, the Soludo administration adheres to a mantra of doing more with less, ensuring that every naira is utilized efficiently for the benefit of Ndi Anambra. By prioritizing strategic investments in infrastructure, industrialization, digital advancement, and human capital development, Anambra, under Governor Soludo, is quickly establishing itself as a regional economic hub, not just within Nigeria, but across Africa. Security, law and order. When Governor Soludo assumed office, 8 local government areas in the southern region, including Ogbaru local government, were under the control of non-state actors. These non-state actors were later rooted out and normalcy returned to those local government areas. To tackle insecurity headlong, he established a Ministry of Homeland Affairs, the first of its kind, appointed 2 special advisors on security and community security, respectively, and the formation of a special joint task force led to the dismantling of over 60 criminal camps, significantly curbing criminal activities. Additionally, the creation of 7 forward operating bases in Ehiala and Orumba South local government areas. The passage of the Homeland Security Law 2025, which introduced a new security outfit, Agune Chemba, a centralized emergency state call center, 5111, and the acquisition of over 200 modern security vehicles, along with 2,000 trained security personnel, Agune Chemba, have all reinforced crime prevention, intelligence gathering, and law enforcement efforts. This comprehensive strategy aims to protect communities against threats such as robbery and kidnapping. Governor Soludo also took decisive actions against touting through the creation of the Special Anti-Touting Squad, SASA, effectively restoring order in markets and motor parks, thereby improving conditions for traders and travelers. The judiciary has also undergone a digital transformation, introducing virtual hearings, e-filing, and digitized legal processes, making justice more accessible and efficient. With solar power implemented in 30 courtrooms, the judicial system operates seamlessly without interruptions from power shortages. Moreover, the establishment of small claims courts and multi-door courthouses, as well as Nigeria's first Bureau of Missing Persons, marks significant strides made under the Soludo's administration, enhancing access to justice. Infrastructure and economic transformation. To lay the foundation for ADTS, Governor Soludo embarked on an audacious infrastructure and economic transformation, with his administration currently overseeing the award of 746 kilometers of high-quality roads in 34 months, interconnecting the entire local government areas of the state with an impressive 462 kilometers already completed with stone base and cement stabilization, averaging 12 kilometers of roads per month. With erosion control measures, Anambra has never seen such roads before. Under the Operation Zero Potholes initiative, an additional 648 kilometers of roads were completed, including the failed portions of federal roads, especially Onitsha-Owerri Road. The operation is ongoing in 2025. Other signature projects of the administration include the construction of iconic infrastructures like the Ekulobia flyover, the 68 kilometers Amuobia to Ekulobia to Uga Road, the 72 kilometers Agulu to Nnobi to Nnewi Road, and the Ozubulu to Okija dual carriageway, as well as the introduction of a modern bus terminal, which are unprecedented infrastructural developments in the state's history. Quite frankly, many states have multiple times the resources available to Governor Soludo, but were not able to achieve half of what this government has achieved. The dualization efforts on all Trunk A roads across the state is part of Soludo's drive to build for future generations. The revitalized Anambra Road Traffic Management Agency, alongside improved traffic management measures, has notably alleviated congestion. These efforts have opened up economic opportunities, promoted trade, connected forgotten places that had never seen a tarred road before, fostered rural development, and positioned Anambra as the most connected and business-friendly state in southeast Nigeria. Travel times have drastically reduced. Journeys that once took over 2 hours are now completed in under 30 minutes, thanks to Governor Soludo for his revolution in road infrastructure. Governor Soludo's administration has delivered a comprehensive transportation master plan, including plans for rail and water transport, with the state set to have a new government house and governor's lodge for the first time in 34 years. The world-class, eco-friendly, tech-driven mini-city government house and governor's lodge comprises new government house and secretariat, governor's lodge, deputy governor's complex, 1,050-seater amphitheater, 1,000-seater banquet hall, a presidential lodge, 28 other ancillary buildings, and State House Hospital. Since creation, Anambra's seat of power had been in 2 different makeshift environments outside the state capital. This audacious project has earned Governor Soludo the name Jinx Breaker. Key infrastructure advancements include expanding and doubling the capacity of the Dr. Alex Ekweme Square and completing new facilities such as a 17-unit building at the Commissioner's Quarters and a revamped House of Assembly in Awka, amongst others. The establishment of the Solution Fund City in Awka marks a transformative venture in elevating Anambra's leisure and entertainment offerings. Anambra has been transformed from a departure lounge to a destination. Water scarcity has also been addressed with revitalized schemes providing clean and reliable water to urban and rural populations after decades of ineffective projects. Rehabilitation efforts have focused on major urban water sources, ensuring that Anambra's residents finally have access to essential resources. Furthermore, major projects targeting erosion control have been executed in communities like Ebenato, Nnobi, and Ezioko, safeguarding against environmental disasters. 2 new transformative cities, Awka 2.0 and Onitsha 2.0, are underway, significantly impacting Anambra's economy and urban landscape, including a logistics hub in Onitsha to facilitate regional commerce. In a bold initiative for sustainable energy, Soludo has converted 30,000 diesel streetlights to solar, installed an additional 1,000 solar lights, and aims for 10,000 new units to illuminate the state, bolster security, and stimulate nighttime economic activities. To enhance firefighting capabilities, existing trucks have been refurbished and fire stations equipped with reliable water sources, resulting in a 27% reduction in fire incidents due to faster response times. Governor Soludo's economic transformation agenda has sparked significant growth. His reforms, aimed at improving the ease of doing business (EODB), have positioned Anambra 7th among the 36 states and FCT, topping the charts as number 1 in the southern part of the country. In order to relieve the Michael Okpara revolution, he is committed to establishing Anambra as an agro-industrial powerhouse, with plans to plant 10 million economic trees over 6 years. The government has distributed over 2.6 million improved palm and coconut seedlings to 142,000 households and included various trees increasingly becoming rare, such as breadfruit, okwa, bitter kola, akwilu, pawpaw, as part of broader agricultural initiatives. Over time, this is projected to sustainably eliminate poverty in participating households. Revitalizing the Ifito-Ogwari irrigation system is contributing to year-round rice cultivation on 10,000 hectares, enhancing food supply and job opportunities. Governor Soludo is spearheading the development of a world-class mixed-use industrial city, promoting sectors such as pharmaceuticals, automotive manufacturing, and agro-processing. Anambra is emerging as a pharmaceutical hub with the construction of the Oba Pharmaceutical Central Distribution Center, poised to become the largest drug distribution facility in Africa. With a commitment to diversifying its economy, the Soludo administration is also focusing on resource development, including kaolin processing and natural gas production, leveraging Anambra's vast mineral wealth. The annual Anambra Investment Summit has attracted significant investments, leading to multi-billion naira MOUs across various sectors, initiatives that are driving economic expansion and job creation. Moreover, land administration has improved, with over 2,600 land certificates issued promptly, streamlining the process for property owners. The Soludo government established the Anambra State Geographic Information System, ANAMGIS, a deployment of a digitally enabled land administration process that has made it easy to achieve land transfer of title within 72 hours, unlike in the past when it used to take months to secure. Human capital and social agenda. The quality of education in a society is measured by the quality of its public education system. The Soludo administration came in and discovered a huge gap where public education was abandoned and operating below par. Recognizing that human capital is Anambra's greatest asset and the need to mine it for sustainable development like Taiwan, Soludo's administration prioritized education. Implementation of free and quality education in public schools has resulted in a 27.05% boost in enrollment into public primary schools and 10.36% in public secondary schools, bringing Anambra's out-of-school rate down to just 2.9%, the lowest in the country. The goal is to drive it down to zero. This is one of Soludo's ideas of sustainable neo-welfarism and progressivism, leaving no one behind. In response to teacher shortage, 8,115 new teachers drawn from across 18 states of the Federation were hired through a transparent, merit-based selection process, affirming the administration's commitment to educational progress and ending the era of schools without teachers. Digital learning initiatives have been introduced alongside significant investments in refurbishing and constructing schools, particularly in underserved areas. Soludo's government is upgrading 22 public schools to smart institutions, enhancing the learning environment. Community partnerships have fostered educational developments with significant financial support directed to those returned mission schools and new educational projects across the state. 1.42 billion naira grants have been given to returned mission schools in the state and 700 million naira for mission tertiary institutions, totaling 2.2 billion naira as of 2023. For the first time in the history of the state, schools owned by Pentecostal churches also received government grants and funds, thereby promoting inclusivity. Anambra leads in healthcare as a regional and national champion. Governor Soludo's administration has focused on accessibility and quality, recruiting 1,000 medical professionals and nurses to address personnel shortages and end the era of hospitals without doctors and nurses. Soludo's free antenatal care and delivery services have led to a dramatic increase in the number of women delivering in public hospitals, including over 344 successful cesarean section operations. So far, 102,603 women have accessed care in public health facilities with zero maternal mortality, making Anambra the second lowest under 5 infant mortality rate state after Lagos. This also portends more money in the pockets of Ndi Anambra. Apart from upgrading the existing general hospitals, Soludo's government has built and equipped 5 brand new general hospitals, with 4 completed and 1 ongoing. The striking thing about this initiative is that all the hospitals are in the North Senatorial Zone, where there is the greatest need, none in the Southern Zone from where the governor hails. This clearly projects the present administration as one that is intentionally building a compassionate society driven by empathy for the poor and forgotten segments of Anambra. To enhance primary health care, 326 centers are being upgraded.
And both the president and the governor will continue in their services at their levels, praying you to grant them health of mind and body, all the wisdom, all the knowledge, the political will to do their best for the people. This is our prayer through Christ our Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
You may now be seated. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, without wasting time, in our midst is a man who was a senator in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He became...
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. This is Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, reaching you live from Awka, the Anambra State.
has come, and Anambra State heaved a sigh of relief, breaking jinx, making Anambra better than he met it. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not waste your time, but I am talking about the jinx breaker, the rave of the moment, the man with the magic wand, the man the president says that he has brilliance, he has intelligence, and he knows the way. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, CFR, Mr. Solution. And here also, ladies and gentlemen, is the wife of the governor, the first lady of Anambra State, Dr. Nonye Soludo, the woman who founded Healthy Living with Nonye Soludo. Please put your hands together for Mama Anambra. In our midst, ladies and gentlemen, is the Speaker of the Anambra State House of Assembly here with us, and other members of the Anambra State House of Assembly here present. The national chairman of our great party is here, Barrister Sly Ezokengwa, and other Abga stalwarts that are here to grace this event. Honorable ministers here present, the Chief Judge of Anambra State and other judges here present, members of the Anambra State Executive Council, the Chairman, Anambra State Traditional Rulers, His Royal Majesty, Igwe Chidubem Iweka, Iweka III, or Galagidi, Bosi, the members of the diplomatic corps here present, captains of industries, members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm and the Fraternity of the Pen, the Anambra Nine, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is the state and official visit of the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about that man who has given Nigeria renewed hope, who has changed the trajectory, touching our lives. All the policies it's making will eventually get Nigeria out of obscurity. I am talking about His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Jagaban. Put your hands together once again for him. We'll move on to the goodwill messages, and we'll do this very fast. Please, I want to crave your indulgence. It has to be 3 minutes. 3 minutes, all the people that will come, and I'll call them to come to the stage and start giving the goodwill messages one after another. But it has to be 3 minutes each. First is His Excellency Chief Emeka Anyoku, GCON, Adazio Bosi. Yes, the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth. Please put your hands together as he comes to give us his goodwill message. Ladies and gentlemen, let's also welcome the Deputy Governor of Anambra State, Dr. Onyeka Chukwu Ibesin. Please, you're welcome, sir.
Hello, hello. Your Excellency, our dear Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellency, our host, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, the Governor of Anambra State, and may I, at this point, crave the indulgence of our very distinguished visitors, Their Excellencies, the Governors of Abia State, Enugu State, Ebonyi State, and Imo State. I salute you all. And then the other distinguished persons here, I salute you all. It is for me a singular honor and pleasure to join our state governor in welcoming to Anambra the #1 citizen of our country. This is the second time that I have the pleasure and privilege of saying Noah, welcome to our distinguished visitor. You will remember, Mr. President, that the first time I had the pleasure of welcoming you to Anambra State was 12 years ago, when you did me the great honor of coming to my home in Obosi to join in celebrating my 80th birthday. I hope, Mr. President, that this time you have observed the palpable warmth of not just our governor and his administration, but also of the people of Anambra State in welcoming Your Excellency to their state. As every discerning observer knows, governing our pluralistic country of Nigeria is a very complex task. And so I, and I'm sure many others like me, will continue to pray that God will give you the wisdom and the courage to face and address the pluralism of our country. Your Excellency's personal record as a NADECO champion of the return of democracy to our country in 1999 inspires my confidence that you will successfully steer the ship of our country through its present serious challenges, including the underperforming economy, which breeds massive poverty and widespread insecurity, to the destination that we, all the citizens of this country, desire. In concluding my brief remarks, I must thank you, Mr. President, for honoring the Anambra, the people of Anambra, with your visit and commissioning some of the projects, the legacy projects achieved by our clearly performing governor, Professor Soludo, who we hope will come back to complete his unfinished projects. And I would like specially to thank you, Mr. President, for doing me the great honor of commissioning today the Emeka Anyaoku Institute for International Studies and Diplomacy, which UNIZI saw fit to establish in my name. I thank you, my Abulo. We all continue to wish you well. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Elder Statesman, the Chief Emeka Anyaoku, GCON. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, may I crave the indulgence of Mr. President to let you know that the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives is here, Right Honorable Benjamin Kalu. Sir, you're welcome. Thank you so much for being here. All Southeast governors are here present, live and direct. Other governors from Borno, Gombe, Ogun, and Delta states, we welcome all of you and say thank you for gracing this auspicious occasion. And then all members of the House of Assembly, House of Representatives, senators here present, and all federal appointees, which was done personally by Jagaban himself, without nepotism, without caring where you come from. We thank you, Mr. President, for this wonderful gesture. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, let me invite the next person that will give us the goodwill message. Lady Ada Chukwudozie, the chairman, Southeast Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, to come and give us her goodwill message. And as I call on her, let me call others who also come up on stage. As she finishes, they will take on the microphone. And this will take 2 minutes each from each of them. Let me call Sir Emeka Ofo, the businessman and the chairman CEO of Chrome Oils and EEDC. Please, Sir E, to come forward. And also, Mr. Nwezekwe Rapolo Prince. This one is from the youth, who Mr. Governor of Anambra State has empowered. He will come on stage to tell us a little about what Mr. Governor has done for the youths in Anambra State. And also, His Excellency, Mr. Emeka Sibodo, the Secretary General of Ohanes Ndibo worldwide, to also come up. Please, let's do this fast. And I want to beg of you, 2 minutes for the speeches. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency,
the Grand Commander of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our own Jagaban, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Executive Governor of Anambra State, our own solution, Diodenibo Ndi Anambra, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, CFR. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I please beg to stand on all existing protocol. On behalf of the private sector, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, we extend a very warm welcome to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, to Anambra State, for the commissioning of some of the critical infrastructure and projects. We are very grateful, Your Excellency, for this privilege. Thank you so much for this support to our governor and to our state. We thank all that accompanied you to this visit. And I believe for us all here in the Anambra State, we are so much encouraged and we feel more like the citizens of Nigeria. Thank you. And to our governor, we warmly commend you for your good works. You have done marvelously well with lean resources available to you without borrowing one kobo. We in the Anambra State are very, very proud of you. We thank you, our President, and we look forward to witnessing the impact of these projects on the state development. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Lady Adachuku Dozie, the chairman, Man Southeast. Now, let's hear from Sir Dr. Emeka Ofo, a businessman, as he talks to us.
Our dear President, His Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we sincerely welcome our dear President to Anambra State, the home for all, where our solution governor is performing wonders. Your Excellency, mine is not to dwell long because most of the speakers earlier have almost said what I had intended to say, but I am here to say that with what has happened in Nigeria so far, from the time you came on board, we've seen changes. As a businessman, we have seen that the results are now getting better. The foreign exchange is being made available, and then the businessmen are happier because we are doing better. You have gone to Enugu State, flagged off and commissioned projects, not minding that the governors of Enugu and Anambra, they are not from your party, which means that you are teaching us that we have to be a brother's keeper, irrespective of the party of affiliation. I commend you for that, sir. Your Excellency, you are a president who has led by example. You reward loyalty. You reward people who are serious. And I have noticed that our governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo, is one of those people that you have chosen. And that he has been living up to expectation. And that's why in the two places you have gone to commission this project today, I watch you keenly, and then from expressions, I see that you have endorsed him already. Your Excellency, you have given approval to the Southeast Development Commission, which is going to form the integral body that will champion development in Southeast. For that and everything that we have done, creating enabling environment that will allow business to thrive. I, myself, Sir Emeka Ofo, I am going to support, to lead, to make sure that come 2025, November 8th, our governor will return. Our governor will return because we have confidence in him. If the governor returns, what you have shown that you do not believe in party, you believe in development, you believe in service, you believe in people that are able to deliver. Your Excellency, on my own part, I have seen that if you continue to lead this country, by the year 2031, we will not be singing Hosanna, but we would have gone to the highest level. Yeah. So, by the time our governor comes back re-elected, come November 8, 2025, he will become the chief pilot of the mission to re-elect President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I thank Anambra. I thank everyone that has come here today. We are not disappointed. We are very happy seeing what he has done, but I thought the president would have created more time to see more of the projects that he has done and those ones that are coming on board. Thank you all, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Sir Dr. Emeka, for that profound goodwill message. And now, on behalf of the youth of Anambra State, the light of the nation, we have a young man who is a beneficiary of the Renewed Hope agenda, here to deliver his goodwill message. Mr. Nweze Werapolo Prince, please. Please give him a resounding applause as he comes up.
Okay. Mr. President, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, you are welcome to Anambra. Your Excellency, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, CFR, Odeni Bagwata, and I say no. And I want to stand on existing protocol. Well, Mr. President, we are not surprised at what you have been doing at the national level, because when you were governor of Lagos State, you were the first governor to build free trade zone in Nigeria. You were the first governor to build an independent power plant in Nigeria, and you were the first governor. In fact, you taught governors the meaning of internally generated revenue. For 18 months that your allocation was withheld, you ran Lagos State, you did owe salary, you did owe pension, you did owe gratuity. So, Mr. President, we are not surprised at your transformation at Abuja. One youth, two skills. Indeed, solution is in Anambra. Mr. President, the youths of Anambra want to tell you that the governor is a godsend to us. He's a game changer in the area of youth empowerment. With this novel program, One Youth, Two Skill, he has been able to transform the lives of Anambra youth. Myself here being an example. As an agropreneur, I now employ 21 people in my farm, courtesy of the empowerment of Mr. Governor. Mr. President, the governor told us that he will create 1,000 youth millionaires every year. but so far so good. He has been creating 5,000 youth millionaires every year. Mr. Governor, this One Youth Two Skill program, he made it that is all-encompassing. As far as you are resident in Anambra, whether you are an indigene or a non-indigene, everybody benefited. Mr. Governor, the program was fashioned in such a way that at the end of your training, business school will come and train you, and so that you receive financial management skills. And all of us pass through that process. Today, Mr. President, Anambra youth are exporting skills to the rest of Nigeria and the rest of the world. Mr. Governor has turned Anambra into an ecosystem of skilled labor. Our youths are sending their products abroad. We have people that sent their tailor-made clothes to Canada, Australia, US, from here in Anambra. And he has promised us that the next Silicon Valley is coming up in Oka here. The building is lined up for us. So that Anambra State is the next destination for both ICT skills, human skills, because he always says that human capital is the biggest gift that Indian Anambra has. And that's what we have been exporting to the world. And also, he has put up mentorship program where professionals are mentoring Anambra skills, Anambra youths for 1 year across the 21 local government areas. And on a final note, Mr. President, we want to tell you that Indian Anambra youths have aligned with the red youths of southern Nigeria, that southern Nigeria must complete 8 years at the presidency. So, Mr. President, there will be so many realignment of progressives in Nigeria with our governor. We have seen your tsunami in Delta State. Your tornado is coming to rivers, and your hurricane will hit Akwa Ibom. But be rest assured that in Governor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, you have the solution to unlock the Southeast Coast come 2027. So that Anambra youths are solidly behind you. One youth! One youth! Thank you, Mr. President. One youth! One youth! Two skills! Very well. Mr. President, these words of appreciation and ululation that you have heard are true testaments to what the Anambra feel, because the good works that you do at the national level are being replicated here by our ever inimitable, indefatigable Governor Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo. And so that is why we are glad that you are here. And we believe that having come and seen that we will get more of your support. Mr. President, I now want to, at this juncture, invite to speak to us, even though very briefly, His Excellency Mr. Emeka Sibodo, Secretary General Ohaneze Ndibo Worldwide. Sir, please, may we hear from you.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, our dear working Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, let me respectfully stand on the already established protocol for want of time. On behalf of the President General of Ohaneze Ndibo Worldwide, Senator John Azuta Mbata, who is unavoidably absent here today, and the National Executive Committee of Ohaneze Ndibo Worldwide, we welcome you cheerfully to Anambra State. Today you have come, you have visited Anambra State like you did in other southern states of the nation. We are happy that you came. This we see as a sign of your desire and commitment towards an inclusive, transformative governance. For us in Ohaneze Ndibo Worldwide, our cultural richness, intellectual capacity, entrepreneurial energy, and sagacity towards human capital development are great assets that our nation needs in this challenging era. We have very good things to offer. We thank you, sir, Mr. President, for the Southeast Development Commission, which just took off. and other hands of fellowship extended to us in the southern region. Oliver wants some more. Carry us along, Mr. President, more than before. This nation, Nigeria, will not regret this partnership under your watch. Let us work together to secure our nation better than before, especially in the area of security of lives and properties. Sir, we are dangerously challenged. Let me also reaffirm the total commitment of Ohaneze Ndigbo worldwide towards ensuring that our governors in the southern part of this country and other Igbo-speaking states succeed in driving the desired development in the region and the nation. I want to specifically thank our working governor, Professor Charles Soludo, who has toiled day and night to prove to us, Ndi Igbo, Ndi Anambra, that we are one Anambra, one people with one agenda. And his co-governors of the southern region who are committed to the same agenda under your watch. Welcome once more, Mr. President, to Anambra State, light of the nation, and may God lead you as you safely go back to your abode. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, a testament to the fact that our governor does not care where you come from. He appointed a permanent secretary from my home state of Nigeria and made him a permanent secretary here. May I invite him to come to the microphone and address this gathering. Ladies and gentlemen, Pastor Boyo Ojoyinka, please come forward to talk to us. Let me welcome my daddy, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu Jagaban of Nigeria. Daddy Ekabosa. Ani Baba, Kai, Ani Baba, ta ló sọ pé òun ní bàbá, Kai, Tinubu bàbá wa. That's okay. So, Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, I'm proud. Mo fẹ́ dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gómìnà Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo CFR, tí wọ́n fi mí ṣe ọ̀gá àgbà nílé iṣẹ́ Permanent Secretary Office of the Head of Service mo jẹ́. Bí wọ́n ṣe gbé mi ó yà mí lẹ́nu, ó fi hàn wípé wọn ò kì í ṣe ẹlẹ́yàmẹ̀yà. Ènìyàn gidi òní wọn tí wọ́n bá dẹ̀ ti sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló ṣe máa rí. So ẹ bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn. Mo wà níbí, àlàáfíà ni mo wà, mo bímọ síbí, àwọn tẹ́ ń wò wájú mi náà gbogbo wa ó ti pẹ́ tà sí wa ní Anambra State, kò sí ẹ̀yàmẹ̀yà, gbogbo wa à ń gbádùn. We are in Anambra State, life, comfortable, peaceful
No problem. We are neighbors to our hosts, and they love us and we love them. Thank you very much, Daddy. God will bless you for coming to Anambra State. God will bless you for what you have in mind for Anambra State. And I want to use this opportunity to thank the governor of Anambra State, Mr. Solution. God will bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. God bless you.
Please, a round of applause for him. Thank you. Thank you. Àwọn Yoruba. Thank you. Ekusheo. Ekabo. All right. Now, a chieftaincy title will be conferred on our president, our man, our leader, Jagaban. And to do this, let me invite His Royal Majesty Igwe Chidubem Iweka, Ezi Iweka III, Ogalagidi, Ezobosi, and 3 other traditional rulers. He will choose to do this because of the space where Mr. President and Mr. Governor are seated. Please, just the chairman and 3 other traditional rulers will go to confer this honor to our president, the man of the people, the leader of his people, the man who has been able to change the narratives. Oh my God, this is presidential photograph. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Governor. Mr. Governor, thank you.
Jagabanu Jisike Bola Medi Tinubu Solution Anambra Nemema Uliana Azu Solution Abiago Echichi kana choke echie kita Ndigwe Gechi President Anye Chichi Bola Ahmed Tinubu Jagaban
It's okay. Where's the protocol person? Please, you have to put a seat for the president. Okay, nine. Yes.
Money, Baba, oh, Baba, oh, Baba, oh. Ọlọ́run Baba sí fún wa. Baba, oh, Baba, oh, Baba, oh. Ọlọ́run dá Baba fún. Mo kúnlẹ̀ fún bàbá mi. Mo tún kúnlẹ̀ fún bàbá mi. Mo yíká ọ̀tún, mo tún yíká òsì.
The President and Commander-in-Chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu Jagaban. I love that name. I love that title. You are very welcome to Anambra State. Our governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, the governors here present, Ndigwe,
Ndieze of the Southeast that are here with us today, the PGs, the commissioners, senators, I salute you all. Today is a very auspicious day, and we welcome you to Anambra State. We are happy with your developments. We are very happy about, to just mention a few, we are very happy as this new Southeast Development Commission that you instituted for us. It has given us a great sense of belonging and participation. We're also happy of this new second Niger Bridge extension road that has been flagged off by your Minister of Works, that will start from the Obosi interchange all the way to the Enugu-Onitsha Express Road. Let me stop there for want of time. Jagaban, you're welcome once again. We're happy you have come to Anambra State today, and I feel very honored and privileged to be the one to confer the title, the chieftaincy title, on you on behalf of our governor and the people of Anambra State. You are very welcome. First of all, I would like to tell you a little about our governor. Our governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, that's standing right behind you. We not only like him, we love him. And we would like him to continue so that he can finish the good works that he has started. We can't think of any man, because he's not the run-of-the-mill politician. He has Anambra people at heart, and he has been working tirelessly. Please, all the paraphernalia here that we're going to use, okay, they're all here. Okay, in case you have Mbaka. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Sewa Punka. We don't need this. Mr. President, I am honored to confer this chieftaincy title that's well deserved by you. It is a token. There's not much. Silver or gold have we none to give you. But this chieftaincy title is a token of our appreciation. You can see the thunderous applause that issued when you stepped out of the car. I had goosebumps all over me. So please put out your hand. Let me start with this. The way we do it, I'm going to count 3 times. I'm going to put it around your neck. First time, second time, and the third time, I will leave it. And I'm going to count in Igbo. Ofu, Ibwa. Should I go ahead? Yes. Ito. I don't know which one will fit better. I like this one better. Yeah, this one is nice. Please, I want everybody in this place, in this Ekweme Square, to count with me as I put this cap on our president's head. And we're going to count in Igbo. 1 to 7. So say 1, 2, go. I don't know. On our go. 1, 2, go. Ofu. Ebwa. Eto. Ano. Ise. Isi. Olwe na omume. Ambia. Ambubi enya. Andokwasa. Ndokwasa enya. Mr. President, should I come? Yes. For the last one. 20 Dika Simba Anambra. Dika Simba Anambra. Dika Simba. 20 Dika Simba.
Dika Simba Anambra. Dika Simba Anambra. Dika Simba Anambra.
Hello. Dika Simba.
Oh, Dika Simba Anambra. Oh, Dika Simba Anambra. Jagabano nke Nigeria nine. Oh, Dika Simba Analudogo no. Tuanie Dika Simba.
Okay, you are still watching Nigerian Television Authority live from Awka, where the
Gentlemen, let me invite Oluwatuegu, Mr. Governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo CFR, Mr. Solution, the man who has changed the narratives in Anambra State, touching the life of those who do not have anybody to help them. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo CFR, Mr. Solution. Whoa!
solution abịago walu otu egwu nọ n'ọgbọ gaba n'iru arọ na-asatọ ka ihe achị Anambra ma ọsọlụ ndị ilo ma ọsọrọwa jagabanụ ekwugwo.
Hello? Yeah. Anambra Kweno. Anambra Mono. Zuono. Kachano. Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Jagaban, Asiwaju Non Anambra. Your Excellencies, I know the protocol is quite long. I have just been informed shortly before I started running down that we need to abridge quite a whole lot, so I'm going to deliver my speech very shortly. The protocol list is quite long, and so I apologize up front if I am unable to call everybody and recognize everyone. But I will not fail Your Excellencies to recognize very especially my colleague governors who have traveled far and near to come and join us in welcoming our President and the spirit of our comradeship. In particular, I deeply appreciate my friends and governors of IMO, the chairman of Progressive Governors Forum, and our chairman here in the Southeast Governors Forum. The governor of Gombe, who is the chairman, Northern Governors Forum. The chairman, Governor Ogun, my own chairman, the governor of Southern Nigeria Governors Forum. And then my neighbor, the governor of Delta, Abia, Enugu, Ebonyi. I deeply appreciate, and Governor of Borno, who's traveled all the way from Borno to join us. We would deeply appreciate you, and on behalf of Anambra, I welcome all of you. My brother, Nuhu Ribado, the NSA, is here. I see the Deputy Speaker, House of Reps, Benjamin Kano, Right Honorable Senators Abaribe and Ume, Honorable Ministers, our own dear Minister from Anambra particularly, Our Excellency Iyom Bianco Jupo is here, and the man I say who is laying the foundation with concrete, our amiable Minister of Works, Your Excellency Dave Umahi, and the others, the Chief Judge of the state, the Speaker, Deputy Governor, and so on and so forth. Like I said, please forgive me because it's filled up with a galaxy of men and women. The Chairman Anambra Traditional Rulers Council and all the Ndigwenine, all the traditional rulers are here, Mr. President, to welcome you. The town union president generals are here, their youth leaders are here, the women leaders are here, all our councillors, all our elected local government chairmen, all our members of the State House of Assembly, National Assembly. The Anambra has come, our youth and women, and so on. We have come from far and near, selected to be here, and not to forget the distinguished elder statesman, Emeka Anyoko, Chief Emeka Anyoko, who is also being honored today. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me just go straight on and make a few remarks. On behalf of the government and great people of Anambra State, I am greatly honored to welcome you, our dear President, to Anambra State, the light of the nation. No Asiwaju, no Omeni Ifoka. No, many people don't know that in 2005, the traditional ruler of Oka honored our president with a chieftaincy title of Omenife, Oka. And today, the whole Anambra State the 179 communities of Anambra State have gathered and bestowed on him the title of DK Simba Anambra. It's no longer the one of Oka. DK Simba Anambra No. Welcome to Anambra State, the land of enterprise, knowledge, and leadership. Welcome to the home of many of Nigeria's and Africa's founding fathers and leaders. This is the home of the Zik of Africa, Nwafo Rizo, the Premier Senate President, Odumegwu Ojukwu, Alex Ekwueme, Edwin Umezo, Kenneth Dike, Margaret Epo, Chinua Achebe, Pius Okibo, Chinua Chubo Kadibo, etc. Welcome to the home of the elder statesman, Chief Emeka Anyoko, and welcome to the home of the cardinals. Anambra is the home of the cardinals. We have currently 2 of them in Rome and 1 of them participating in the voting. We are still waiting for the wives. Maybe they are holed up somewhere. Arize and Obaleke, and the home of the blessed Iwenetansi. Yes. Welcome to home of West Africa's largest market and automobile hub, as well as thousands of Africa's shining entrepreneurs and innovators. Welcome to Anambra, the land of infinite possibilities. I welcome you to Anambra, Mr. President, to Anambra, reputed over the past 3 months as the safest state in Nigeria. And yes, welcome, Mr. President, to Anambra, the home of the progressives. Your visit to Anambra State today, Mr. President, is historic and consequential. The last state visit by a president was in 2012, ostensibly to commission a brewery and another private enterprise. This visit is not just to commission projects. We have over 500 kilometers of roads, flyovers, bridges, completed and waiting completion. I'm waiting for commissioning. We have about 5 brand new general hospitals and world-class trauma center completed, equipped and waiting for commissioning. We have new smart schools and water projects waiting for commissioning. New markets and bus terminal, etc., waiting for commissioning. Previously, we had insisted that only the users of our roads and projects should be the ones to commission them. And we have commissioned close to 200 kilometers of road, commissioned by keke drivers and bus drivers and farmers and traders. We are very strategic, Mr. President, in our choice of projects deserving your attention today. Today, Mr. President, you have unveiled 2 mini cities. The brochure for this event describes them fully. And the 8-lane boulevard, the Tower of Light, and monument of our heroes. These, what you commissioned today, Mr. President, are mere symbolisms of the audacity of our dreams for a new Anambra State. Like the Americans would say, and as we repeatedly affirm to the Anambra, you ain't seen nothing yet. Ours, the Anambra mata berobinsa matane. Ours is an agenda with a deadline, with a vision of Anambra as African Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley, ADTS, as the next axis of sustainable prosperity, with a 50-year development master plan, which I chaired the drafting. We are in a haste to lay solid foundations. In simple terms, Mr. President, we are determined to change the trajectory of Anambra from being a departure lounge to a destination of choice. And the brochure, I can say, clearly spells out in summary form some of the key things that we have tried to do, the road travel so far and parts of the road ahead. We don't need to repeat them in this address. But what is unmistakable, Mr. President, is that Anambra is clearly on the rise. We are here also to celebrate you, Mr. President. And we have already, in the last few minutes, with the chieftaincy title conferred on you by all the communities of Anambra, all the traditional rulers, demonstrated our deep appreciation. Thank you for all the hard work you put in to move Anambra and Nigeria forward. We know the state of the Nigerian economy with all its unsustainable dysfunctionalities when you assumed office. You had the courage to tame the Atlantic Ocean in Lagos, and now you have the courage. You are courageously and systematically getting the economy to work again. There is still a lot of work to do, we know, but there is no doubt that in less than 2 years, important building blocks are already falling into place. We urge you, Mr. President, to stay the course. Stay the course, Mr. President. Many thanks also, and I think many speakers have alluded to this, for the Southeast Development Commission. We thank you also for appointing many in the Anambra into your administration. Especially, we celebrate the appointment of the Honorable Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianco Ojukwu, and Managing Director of Southeast Development Commission, Mark Okoye. Of course, your Pan-African disposition was evident when, as Governor of Lagos, you appointed an Anambra son, Ben Akabweze, as your Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning. Well, we seem to be learning from you, Jagaban. Here in Anambra, you just saw a PAMSEC who is from Osun. Another PAMSEC is from Abia. And during our recruitment of our 8,000 of the Anambra child is to be taught by the best teacher in the world, not by the incompetent teacher from his village. So, for Your Excellency, for several road projects currently being executed by your Onisha Road, and we appreciate your Minister of Works, who came recently to flag off one of them and has been working tirelessly to get these projects on track. Rehabilitation of Onisha Owerri Road, Phase 2B Access Road to Second Niger Bridge, rehabilitation of Obadnewi Road Section 2 in Anambra State, etc. The list is quite a short list. But like I said, running into hundreds of billions. When completed, there will be important game changers for our people. We are complementing your efforts, Mr. President. Part of our transport master plan for Anambra is to dualize all the trunk A roads in Anambra, both state and federal. And so far, we are spending over 170 billion on sundry federal roads, including ambitious dualization of about 140 kilometers of them. Your Excellency, we want to, in a summary form, signpoint the point that the partnership between Anambra State and the federal government is working well. We benefit fully from all the federal programs, including programs on education, health, ICT, agriculture, infrastructure, flooding, ecological response, social interventions, etc. A few months ago, the federal government with donor agencies rewarded Anambra with a cash prize of $500,000 as Southeast Regional Champion and $700,000 as National Champion in Primary Health Care National Challenge for 2024. We are benefiting. Whatever is due to us from Abuja, we are getting. Thanks immensely to you, Your Excellency. But to leapfrog the process of our transformation, there are, however, a few critical areas we would need further federal interventions to unlock huge opportunities. Anambra remains possibly the gully erosion capital of the world, with 1/3 of our landmass under persistent threat, and the resource requirements to deal with this are far beyond the capacity of any state government. We're already spending tens of billions on erosion control, but a lot more is urgently needed. The Southeast, and Anambra in particular, is bypassed by the National Gas Master Plan, despite abundant reserves of natural gas. We are not part of the national rail system. The Onitsha River Port, commissioned by President Shehu Shagari in 1982, remains a proposal, ostensibly because the federal government has been unable to undertake the required dredging. Only Asiwaju the Jagaban, the man who tamed the Atlantic, can break this 43-year-old jinx, so that barges from One and other seaports can easily discharge at Onitsha. It will be a great changer for our people. There is an abandoned federal road project that links Anambra with Kogi State. Upon completion, the journey between Anambra Southeast and Abuja might be shortened to about 3 hours, down from the current 9 hours. The list is long, and we are convinced that with you on the saddle, that these things will systematically get due attention and be addressed. Mr. President, fellow Nigerians, beyond Anambra State, Nigeria must survive and prosper. For the sake of Nigeria and future generations, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu must succeed, and we are prepared to support him in every possible way, not only to succeed, but to excel. Our support for President Tinubu is rooted in history, on principle, and ideology. Both of us served in the government 2003 to 2007, and as President's Economic Advisor and later Governor of Central Bank, member of National Economic Council, I greatly admired the principled stance of then Governor of Lagos and now President Tinubu on federalism. He was our professor on federalism at every NEC meeting, and he fought the federal government at great cost to promote the principles of federalism. Of course, his political party, first the AD, later AC, ACN, and now APC, consistently professed progressivism. On my part, at a personal level, I am an unrepentant federalist and the center progressive. Before I joined the party in 2013, it took me 12 months of review and reflection on the manifesto of the All Progressive Grand Alliance APGA, which was registered in 2002 as the first political party to profess progressivism and a commitment to federalist principles. That's why even when I joined the party in 2013 and I was disqualified from contesting its primaries, I stayed put on ideological grounds and on principle. Today, I'm humbly its national leader, and in Anambra, we are intentionally giving our party an ideological soul with policies and programs strongly rooted in center progressivism. While laying the meta-level foundations as leaders in commerce, industry, technology, and leisure, we are in the traditions of Awoism and MI Opera, building the people sustainably. Through absolute free and qualitative education from primary to senior secondary school, leading to lowest out-of-school children in the country, with bursary awards for tertiary students soon to come. We also have free antenatal, free delivery services benefiting hundreds of thousands of women, train and empowering thousands of youthpreneurs as millionaires. You can see some of them are here, a few of them are here. 1 year, training and empowering them, distribution of millions of palm and coconut seedlings set to lift hundreds of thousands of people permanently out of poverty. Prioritizing infrastructure to uplift agrarian communities, exempting the poor and vulnerable from taxes and levies, and so on and so forth. I can say, Mr. President, when you look at these programs, are very progressive programs. I can see some parallels with the renewed hope agenda. In this, we are implementing very strongly. The people are better and are happy. In Anambra, we are firmly and comfortably progressives. In 2011, before I joined in 2013, Mr. President, and this is very important, and we need to repeat this point. In 2011, before I joined APGA in 2013, APGA took an official position to support and work with the political party and government at the center. Indeed, in that year, APGA adopted the sitting president then as its presidential candidate. And I want to report that that policy by APGA has not changed. Coincidentally, Mr. President, at this moment in history, the party and government at the center is one that also professes progressivism. Then, as the foremost progressive party in Nigeria, APGA is ideologically and strategically aligned with the center. And so far, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, the progressives are working well together. And are working well together. And I said to Anambra, yes, APGA dominates the place, but even the others, for all those who profess progressivism, who profess progressives, those who are in All Progressives Congress, we are All Progressives Grand Alliance, those in All Progressives Congress, APC, are our brothers and sisters. And that's why, Mr. President, in preparation for this particular trip, there were issues raised that we wouldn't make it. There is no partisanship about it. And when they told me, and I said, they must allow APC with their colors and uniforms to come out in mass to also welcome the president. All in the spirit of progressivism. We are progressives together. At the end of the day, we are all brothers. The only thing is that here in Anambra, we know who is the leader of the progressives. Mr. President, I want to put on record that it is in time for all progressives. It is time for all progressives, for all the federalists, and all parties with social democratic, centrist, and left-of-center credentials to unite, to advance the purpose of a united and progressive Nigeria. We request you, Mr. President, as the leader of the biggest progressive party in Nigeria, you lead the one of the biggest. I lead the first one, the oldest one. The APGA is the oldest, but the APC has overtaken us as the biggest. We must unite. We must come together. All those who profess federalism, all those who are centrists, all those who profess left of center, ideologically, because we must give this country ideologically driven governance. And Mr. President, as the leader of the biggest of the bunch, we urge you, Mr. President, to lead all of us in this new movement. Finally, Mr. President, I want to thank you again for this great honor to Ndi Anambra with this historic state visit. The presidential lodge is ready, and we are looking forward to your next visit. Perhaps it won't be a bad idea to relocate to your office and operate from Anambra for a week or two. Ndi Anambra uno chokwali yetu Unotoka president Biaba Bianonyala 1 or 2 weeks. Where president said they will be happy to host you here 1 or 2 weeks. That day, Asorok will relocate to Anambra State. May God continue to bless you. May God bless the Jagaban. Bless the Renewed Hope agenda. May God bless Anambra State. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
The champion, the lion is here. I'm going Ladies and gentlemen, you have seen that the progressives are working together. So on that note, we need to hear from our father, our Baba, the man who has transformed Lagos State and took that same strength to the presidency of Nigeria. And today, we are seeing the difference, and posterity will surely judge you right. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together as I invite to speak to us the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Jagaban. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Nigeria nine Jagabano dogu odike simbano.
Thank you very much. Anambra Kenu. Anambra Kenu. Igbo Kenu. God bless you. His Excellency, the Governor and the solution, Professor Charles Soludo. The First Lady of Anambra State, Mrs. Soludo. Thank you for always being with the First Lady of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The inspiring support that you have given is deeply appreciated. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Ben Kalu, all the members of National Assembly present. To me, a reflection of our diversity is present here with the presence of the progressive governors, starting with Governor Hope Nsodima, Governor of Imo, Dapo Abiodun, Governor of Ogun State, Governor Babagana Sulum, Governor of Borno State, Peter Umba, Governor of Enugu State, Governor Inu Ayaya, Governor of Gombe State, and Governor Alex Oti of Abia State. I cannot forget the earth mover, Governor Sheriff Oboweri, our nearest party governor. The Eboyi is represented by the deputy governor. To you all, the members of the House of Assembly, the members of the cabinet, particularly your daughter here, who has been very passionate about Nigeria, and the cabinet of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bianca Ojukwu. The Speaker, members of the State House of Assembly, my Lord, Honorable Chief Judge, and other judges here present, members of the State Executive Council, senior government officials, and my dear uncle, the man who God has blessed with great talent, great knowledge, a very patriotic Nigeria, who had supported the progressives, Chief Emeka Anyoku, GCON. Thank you for your remarks, and thank you for being here. Royal fathers and all other clergies present here. The captains of industry, CEOs, all of you here present, in the interest of Federal Republic of Nigeria, I salute you. You want unity. You have shown a very great commitment to diversity. And I know that our diversity will lead to prosperity. We have the solution. We have Charles Soludo. Gentlemen of the press, the great youths of Anambra, the great youths of Anambra, the very dedicated, articulate youths of Anambra, to all of you, I say thank you for the welcome. About 30 months ago, I stood at this venue as candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu, running for president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In less than 2 years since assumption, of office as your president. I thank you for your encouragement and your support. I am delighted to be back on a state visit and to commission some legacy projects by your government. I come as a friend to the great people of Anambra and the Southeast. Southeast, I salute your enterprise, your innovation, and your wavering commitment to progress. Anambra has long stood as a beacon of commerce, intellect, and cultural strength, a pride not only to the Southeast, but to Nigeria as a whole. My visit today bears bold testament to parts of my speech during my campaign here. I recall vividly telling you then that Charles Soludo, your son, is my friend and still my friend. I salute his vision. He is a brilliant man. He has the brain, he is a thinker, he knows the way. We will work together inclusively. When I became the president, Soludo be one of those advisors who will bring prosperity back to you. From what I've seen and heard, from the evidence on the ground today, a solid foundation is being laid. And Anambra is on the rise. I've just commissioned several landmark projects, particularly the Solution Fund City, the Government House Mini City, the Anambra Tower of Light, the Herald Salute status, and unveiling of the 8-lane Emeka Anyoku Boulevard, which constitute part of the initial step on the path towards your audacious vision of Anambra, an African Dubai, Taiwan, Silicon Valley. Together with the massive infrastructure transformation and human capital development, these are bold statements of vision and what leadership achieved in such a short time a few years ago. Dubai was largely a desert. Today, it is a global hub because one man dared to dream. I remember when Soludo wanted to consolidate the Nigerian banks, and many said it was impossible. It was done, and Nigeria became better for it. I also recall when we dared to tame the Atlantic Ocean, and many naysayers doubted it. We were determined and focused. We made it happen. So, Anambra has a huge potential, and with Soludo, we can all work together to fast-track the vision. I'm also happy to have commissioned the Emeka Anyoku Institute for International Studies and Diplomacy at the Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, naming the 8-lane boulevard that leads to the government house
after Anyoku is a befitting honor that will never go unnoticed. We appreciate you. I can see a deliberate program to honor our heroes past and present. I commend the governor for naming the road to the airport after its immediate predecessor. Let me commend the government of Anambra State for its proactive efforts in improving security of this state. I wish to assure you that the federal government will continue to partner with the state and the Southeast to secure our people and their future. I have taken serious note of various challenges facing the state and your request for assistance and partnership. Anambra, as the Gully erosion capital of the world, we do everything to make huge gas deposit. That is true, but largely bypassed by National Gas Master Plan. I assure you that will be rectified. Abandoned federal road projects that link Anambra to Kogi, it can become the fastest gateway between Abuja and Anambra South and South-South. I agree. Anambra completely bypassed by the Rail Master Plan. I'm standing before you that this already designed and Ministry of Transportation is aware to include the connection in the master plan and it will see attention. With our progressive ideological alliance, we will continue to partner with your state to deliver shared prosperity in the Anambra and all Nigerians. As your president, I've always said, and I'm saying the same thing now, in our national anthem, we sing and praise our founding fathers that though tribes are turned medieval, in brotherhood we stand. We will continue to be brothers. We are one family, single family, diverse, living in the same house called Nigeria. We are only staying in different rooms. Our diversity must lead to prosperity. We must work together to be a Nigerian. We will commit ourselves. You've seen the effort, the bold effort we've made when I came into the office. Yes, everyone has long recognized the imperatives of courage and our collective action.
which were required to confront the wastefulness of the past, the ineptitude, to lay a strong foundation for a more stable, prosperous, inclusive economy. Already, we are seeing renewed investors' confidence in Nigeria. Small businesses are coming back, especially in tech, manufacturing sector, where Anambra is already excelling. Agriculture is receiving massive attention, and the results are beginning to show. We have negotiated and passed into law a new minimum wage. I'm glad I've been informed that Anambra is paying above national minimum. Building a critical infrastructure is the determination of this government. We have to invest in our future, the future of our children. And education is the greatest weapon against poverty. We must conquer out of school system.
By all the traditional rulers of Anambra State, on behalf of this state, in year 2005, the traditional rulers of Oka, HR is Royal Majesty Gibson Nwosu Eze Uzu II, conferred on me the title of Omenife of Oka. To now have all the traditional rulers of Anambra conferring another title on me today is not only historic, but one which I greatly treasure for the rest of life. Thank you to the traditional rulers. May your reign see prosperity. May Nigeria continue as a united country. Thank you, India Anambra. A lot of my friends are from Anambra here.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Going forward, we are not just friends with Soludo and all of you. I am now bona fide son of the soil. One of your sons, I say your own son, maybe my friend and your governor, Charles Soludo, should find me a plot of land for my retirement home. You don't have to move me from the villa for only 1 week. Give me permanent abode. I'll say it is well with Anambra. It is well with Nigeria. God bless Federal Republic of Nigeria. May our fighting men and women see victory. We will conquer insurgency. We will defeat them. I assure you, this country is blessed. Anambra is part of it. Anambra is rising, and we will rise together. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you very much. Let's rise, ladies and gentlemen, to pledge our allegiance to the Federal Republic of Nigeria with the national anthem.